Shalom, shalom. I pray whoever's seeing this receive this in the name of my Father Yahweh. So today, whenever I was preparing myself to go to work, I received a message. Whenever Yeshua walked in the wilderness for 40 days and for 40 nights, there came upon a time whenever he was tested to turn a stone into bread. And whenever Hashatan tested him, he said, man shall not live upon food alone, upon bread alone, but upon every word that proceeds from the mouth of Yahweh. And it wasn't until today that I finally realized what he meant when he said that. Every word that proceeds from the mouth of Yahweh. So in the book of John, it tells us that Yeshua is the living word that was made flesh. And we know that that word is his Torah. That's what the true word is. And his Torah is all of his commandments. So if man is not to live by food and water alone, but by every word that proceeds from the mouth of Yahweh, that means that man lives by every commandment that comes from the mouth of Yahweh. So you have to realize, Yeshua never spoke an idle word. Everything that he said, he spoke with purpose. So if he's saying every word that proceeds from the mouth of Yahweh, he's literally speaking of himself. Man is not going to live without him. It's only through him that we have life, because every person has sinned in this world and fallen short of the glory of Elohim. So as I continued to witness this to my wife, I started to get more revelation. People will say, well, no one's perfect. You're right. No one is perfect, because we've all sinned. But the Bible tells us, he tells us, be ye perfect as your Father in heaven is perfect. Now remember again, Yeshua never spoke an idle word. He says, greater is he that is within you than he that is within the world. It's not by our own doing that we do his will. It's by his doing that we do his will. That's why he sent his spirit. His spirit is within us. It's not enough to just have faith. Faith without works is dead, because your faith is evidence that you have his spirit. But the works that you produce shows you the type of tree that you are and the fruit that you bear. The Bible tells us to judge every tree by the fruit that is bear. A bad tree doesn't bear good fruits, and a good tree doesn't bear bad fruits. So that means that the seed that's planted in us, the word that I'm giving you today, is either going to fall upon 4 different types of soil: rocky ground, a crack in the ground, thorny places, or it's going to fall upon fertile soil. Now, if you read and you understand, the rocky surface is like a paved road. It's like if you throw a seed out into a paved road, it's going to be easily snatched away. The enemy is easily snatching away that word. That person doesn't even receive it at all. Whenever you think about the crack in the ground, it's easy to think about whenever you're walking down the road, walking down the sidewalk, and you see grass sprouting between the cracks. It doesn't really grow much. It's barely there. It's rooted, but it's not rooted on a firm, fertile soil. And then you have the seed that falls up in the thorns. When you think about a plant up in thorns, it never reaches its true full potential, because everything around it is choking it out. But then last but not least, you have the seed that falls upon fertile soil. And that fertile soil is going to bear a tree that is going to give good fruits. My brothers and sisters, we are that tree. And are you going to bear the good fruit, which is to keep his commandments, so that you may have life? Shalom. That's what I have for you guys today. And I pray that you receive this message.